Hey flighty clouds, this is Ian Cube, or in a cube, um, lighting up a cigarette, speaking with an American accent. Alright, um, so the critique I wanted to show you here is three things that I think that you should focus on. The first one is perspective, and the second one is lighting. But first, something that really sticks out to me right now, because I spent last night painting hands, is this dude's pinky. It's the same length as his ring finger, and I'm pretty sure that's not how the human body works. So Control J to make a copy of the selection, and then I'm going to shrink it a bit, like a knuckle or something. And then I would probably thin it out a bit. That looks wonky as all hell. But yeah, that was my main. That was the first thing that kind of popped up. Of course, now his pinky is very, very thick. But I just wanted to show you that the length of the finger. Anyway, the real major thing here is the perspective. I've done 2 grids. Watch. Okay, this is a grid for the sofa. Control T. All right. Be on the right layer, of course. Control T. And now I'm gonna rotate this grid so that it kind of fits, right? See, you missed a little bit here. So that's the perspective on the sofa. But on this wall, or if it's drapes, I don't know. Whatever it is, these lines are coming straight down. So the perspective here is wrong. I mean, you could, of course, say that the wall or the drapes or the curtains are tilted one way or the other. Doesn't matter. But this is just something that really stands out to me. Something that is off kilter. Something that is wrong. So yeah, you will have to fix this somehow. Luckily, that's not my problem. It's yours. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so that's I think it's the biggest part of my critique. But I have also located a couple of guys on red sofas. Just to give you an idea of color management here. Okay, so first of all, we have this ridiculous photo of a man on a green sofa. And he's like, hey guys, anyway, I don't know what he's doing. But I do know that the light is bouncing from the green, from this light source somewhere here, onto the green sofa, and then it bounces back onto his shirt, which means that he's got a green reflected light. I think that is important to keep in mind, that when we talk about colors, the trick is that if we have a warm light source, maybe I should write this down in case you forgot. A warm light means cool shadows, and what that means is that if we have a lamp, looks sort of like this, and then you have, I don't know, a face maybe? Yeah, that's a stupid looking face. This part, the part that is hit directly by the lamp, this is going to be warm, and anything else is going to be cool, obviously. But why? Because of the material behind him. You see, the light hits and then reflects back, and when it goes this part, this is when it turns into light. So let's just for the hell of it, let's give him a really warm light here. And then on the other side, we'll give him a cool light. That looks horrible. Of course, this only works if the wall, don't mind this, I don't even know what that means. Certainly not illegal downloads. Anyway, so we have reflected light here. It's coming off of here. We can actually take a look at this light, which is a light beige. And then if we look at what's going on here, it's actually a green. So there's that. And then we have another really stupid picture. Let's get in on his business, on his crotch. You can see here that the translucent balloon is reflecting light. Ugh, my God. It's reflecting light here. And there's also a little bit here and here. Of course, the light is bouncing this way and this way. So it won't magically just go, you know. But yeah. So there's a bit of reflected light, and I think we have one more here. Here we go. These jeans are sort of reddish, purplish. If this is blue, then this is probably a bit more purple, like so. But if we go further, you see that it's changing. And the reason is because of this red sofa that is reflecting light onto his pants. Not so much at his shirt, because he's firmly wedged into it. So what does that mean? Almighty, what does it mean? Well, it means that that we will have some red in these shadows. That's way too much red. Just pick a nice red. Probably too much. We're gonna see some red on his jeans like this. And of course, jeans are not a highly reflective material, so you know it won't be dots like this, but just a hint of red, and on this side as well, and over here. Of course, it's way too much, so we're just gonna paint it back, push it back, and I think 11 minutes, right? I think that's the most pressing. I mean, I can spend like half an hour talking about color theory and lighting of cylinders and spheres and how it all works. But yeah, of course, this light will reflect off of his neck just a little bit, and we will probably have a bounce light from his arm into this to this crease here. So let's just add just a very, very tiny bit. And of course, it all depends on material of the two surfaces. Like two highly reflective, highly shiny surfaces. Of course, there's going to be a lot more color bouncing back and forth. But like, you know, a satin sofa, satin couch, that light won't be as reflective, you know. So that it all depends on a lot of things, which is why it's so hard to just keep a color theory video down to just 5 minutes. And what I think that you should consider is that indoor lighting is often cool because you have electric lights, and they're often very cool. So that means that you'll have warm shadows. But right now, everything is very warm, except his arms. But if I were to, push this even further, I would probably highlight it even more. Getting really down to it. Of course, it wouldn't look this awful, but really push those light values, and this too. Like, yeah, let's get it up in there. Oh, look at that. That's fantastic. And then we're gonna have his chin. And I know this is a work in progress. So, yeah. I should really just push the stop button on the recorder, but hell to the no. I just keep going. Of course, that's too much, but yeah, you get the idea. And just to be even more you know, I should stop it, but I'm not. We're gonna do a blue band. Gonna find a dull blue color. Gonna put it here. And then we're gonna lower the opacity, something fierce, just to give him a slightly bluish complexion on his chin. Then we're gonna give him red cheeks and some purple under the eyes and a pinkish nose, and his forehead is actually yellow because the forehead, with its thin skin, doesn't have a lot of blood vessels, so it's more yellow, Anyway, there you have it. It looks really weird, especially the blue. Of course, the blue band of the face doesn't show up on women. But this is a guy. It's just to simulate like a bit of hair stubble. Yeah, and of course women have hairy chins as well, but rarely as much. So yeah, there you go. 17 minutes. I've talked for far too long, and yet I keep going. Of course, we got the highlights on his legs and stuff. I know that you haven't started on those yet, but just to get them in there. You know, why leave it? You know, why let you figure that out for yourself? When I could be doing it. So yeah, there you go. Let's see if we got a before and after. Kinda. Sure. No. Yeah. Oh, good God, yeah. Fantastic. Awesome. No, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, that's all for now. Hope you liked it. Hope it was sort of helpful. All right, cool.